What's up, YouTube? It's Kenny again. Headed down 55 South, back to Fort Worth for home time. Before we get started, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a truck driver driving across the country, researching and trading stocks, and I will not be held responsible for any moves you make in the stock market, not ever. I am not your mama, all right? Do your own research, make your own decisions, and take responsibility for those decisions. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for me. Help us grow the channel. Hit the like button to help the video get pushed out to more people. And leave me a comment below. Let me know how you're doing in the market and what you think about it all. Down in the description below is a link to the Patreon. All the money from the YouTube, from the Patreon, from this channel and my other channel all goes into the M1 Finance YouTube pie that we started recently to build toward my retirement. So consider joining the Patreon, all right? Another good day in the market yesterday, guys, all right? Like, Enphase was down a little bit, but OEG up 1%. HYLN up another 5.5%, 5.2%. Saw in some of the news that HYLN is going to be attending this big institutional investors conference of some sort. That may be having an effect on the stock price, because if they are able to attract some big institutional investors, we could see some movement in the stock going forward after that. And then, of course, they secured, they're going to be electrifying that small frac sand company's entire fleet, 140 trucks, something like that. But yeah, they've been getting some decent moves. HYLN again up 5% yesterday, up over $11. They closed up over $11 and looking like they're moving up a little bit in the pre-market. You knew it was coming. Lordstown Motors, guys, up another 11.7% yesterday. I'm telling you guys, this stock's on the move, okay? It could come back down some more and stabilize a little bit before it moves back up, but we've been getting significant moves in Lordstown. I mean, we're up like 50%, over 50% in the last 9 days, okay? It's coming. I'm telling you, it's going back to 20 or more. Michael, you better have that dinner ready. Michael said, if it's back up over 20 by September, I'll make a donation to buy you dinner. He's like, he's wishing me well in it, but man, just everything comes out of him on the Lordstown videos is negative toward the stock. He don't believe it's going to happen, and that's fine. Like I say, you can any of you can say what you want about Lordstown. The numbers don't lie. Look at how much was it 10 days ago? 690, and now we're at 1055. I mean, it's moving, all right? So, crypto. Go to my crypto watch list here. Crypto's down this morning. Ethereum down 8% right now, 2,480. Bitcoin down 35,700. So I didn't buy any of the Grayscale Bitcoin and Ethereum trusts yesterday because I thought we would come down some more. I'll probably nibble at it some today, and we'll see. I may start inching into the Webull account because some of that money is settled that I freed up. So I may start inching into some crypto in the Webull, in the long-term cash account. I'm looking forward to getting exposure to it, and just like seeing these big drops that we've had in crypto over the last month or however long it's been. They've more or less dropped in half, guys, and I don't think that these prices are going to last. I do think that there's still volatility, in the future moving forward, but I don't expect these price levels to last too terribly long. we may get some more drops, and that's why I'm just inching into them and really just nibbling at it. But waiting for that. If I can catch it, I'd really like to catch it like Ethereum last weekend dropped down to like 1,800 very briefly. If I could catch one of those dips buying in that Webull account where I could buy it 24/7, that's what I'd really like to do. So I'm just nibbling, waiting to see if I can see some more really big drops, and trying to build some really small positions in crypto. I do kind of agree with the herd that Bitcoin and Ethereum both could go way up over the next year or so. If things were to fall into place, we could see some of these crazy numbers that people are talking about in the 200,000-300,000 or more for Bitcoin, and way up in the 10,000 range for Ethereum. Now, I don't have a crystal ball, but the more research I do, the more, and I already kind of had a pretty good understanding of Bitcoin, and as a lot of people say, it kind of is digital gold. It's a store of value that's similar to gold, but digital. I don't think that it really moves based on. I just think that the scarcity model, the fact that only so much can be mined, and the further we get toward it being completely mined out, the more expensive it will become, the scarcer it becomes. Ethereum is kind of a different model. It's programmable currency, more or less, that the whole smart contracts thing, and the way it's very complicated. I don't claim to have a full understanding of it, but basically Ethereum is the currency that is used to operate on that blockchain. And so as long as things are being built on that blockchain, Ethereum will be needed. And the more popular that blockchain gets, and the more people use it, and the more uses are found for it, the more expensive Ethereum will become. A lot of people are super bullish on Ethereum over Bitcoin. I think they're both great stores of value, and I do think that they're both going to be a lot higher in the future. So I'm looking forward to getting more exposure to it. I'm not going to put huge amounts of my account in it, but probably larger than some other people do. So that's where we're at, guys. I'm hoping that today we have another nice green day. It's looking like it. I mean, in the stock market, go back to the watch list here. It's looking like it so far. In phase up in the pre-market. Lordstown up 2.65 in the pre-market. HYLN up 0.4 in the pre-market. OEG's flat. So, I mean, it's looking pretty good. Tesla's up a little bit more, 630. Still not up to where I sold it at. And it's down a little bit in the pre-market. So, we'll just have to sit back and see what happens. I expect things to keep inching up, guys. I mean, I expect big money to continue to rotate slowly back into growth. I mean, it's just what I think think's happening. I think that we've had an over rotation out of all this stuff, and that hedge funds and these guys are starting to trickle money back into the growth stocks, seeing how cheap they are. And I think that's going to continue, and at some point we're probably going to hit a turning point where some of these value stuff that they've been going into, the hype is going to wear off in that stuff, and money's going to cycle back into these stocks. That's what I think is going to happen. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not a financial advisor, but I think that right now, even after we've gone up some, there are some good value propositions in these growth stocks. I think that if you haven't already plowed a bunch of money into them, now might be the time to start building small positions in the ones that you believe in, because I do think that this rotation is coming more in earnest. They kind of go like a little bit at a time, and then one day you'll just wake up and bam, it happens, so you might start thinking about your favorite ones in preparation for what could happen in the later part of this year. So, all right, I appreciate you guys' support. Hit that subscribe button, like the video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and join the fucking Patreon. Thanks for watching.